yes, I'm wearing the same clothes and I'm in the same spot for part 2 of this personal growth plan video. The best way I want to start out by illustrating this is I've done some singing in church. Now, I am not a great singer, but I've been in churches where that's where the Lord's used me in that manner. And I will tell you this. There's a difference between singing a solo by myself and singing with a group of people. I'll just be honest. It is scary for me to sing a solo, to get up there and sing by myself. But when I had like 3 or 4 of the ladies standing beside me singing, I really did not experience any fear at all because they were beside me. They were with me in this adventure that I was going to be doing, singing this song. And so I think about that when it comes to my personal growth plan and your personal growth plan. I started in a chapter, in the one I did right before this in Philippians 1. And I want to point out some things that Paul points out here. Paul a lot used the analogies of like Roman armies and how armies do things together, as well as like teams. He did a lot of things with sports as you read through the books that he writes. And I just want to point out to this again, just to encourage you that you're not alone in this. I'm not asking you to get up and sing a solo. I'm asking you, hey, come do this personal growth plan along with me and some other ladies. Okay, so he says here, I come and see you, and I want to hear about you, that you're standing firm. Now, this terminology, this standing firm, comes from the analogy of these Roman armies and how they would just get together and they would stand right beside each other so that nothing could knock them down. And no matter what they faced, they were facing this together. I'm going to tell you what, this whole spiritual journey is a lot easier and it's a lot more fun. And we can actually do it better if we have some people beside us. That's what we're here for. Listen, I want to come alongside of you and help you stand firm. So please, stand firm. You've got someone that's willing to do it with you. So why not do it? Also, he says this, not being frightened in any way by your opponents. Can I just tell you, sometimes I just get frightened by things. But you know, if I have someone with me, I am not near as afraid. When my husband's in the house, I'm not near as afraid. When I'm doing ministry, I'm not near as afraid in the things God called me to do, knowing that my partner Meredith and my team is along beside me. I'm not in this by myself. Okay, so he says, come alongside so you're not frightened by any way of your opponents. Ladies, we're coming alongside of you. 1, so that you stand firm. 2, so that you don't get afraid. Ladies, some things in this spiritual walk can be very frightening. I admit that. When God asks you to take a step of faith, it's scary. So listen, we're here. We're here. I'm going to be throwing out in a few weeks the date of our next luncheon in July, and I hope you join us so that we can just do the simple, very practical thing that Paul is teaching us in Scripture. Get together and do this with one another so that we can stand firm and not be afraid. Okay, be working on your personal growth plan because we're going to be checking up on you and we're going to be eating together here in a few weeks.